Alright, just a quick and brief lunch break. I love feeding time. I just fed these guys. They pretty much scooped it all up. But I absolutely love feeding time. It makes me smile. I like looking at the corals. I love watching the fish eat. It just makes my day. Have a busy day, or if you don't have a busy day, it doesn't matter. The beautiful thing is, these corals are awesome. They're just awesome. There's a little bit of cyano, but besides that, there's some beautiful corals. This one is really, really cool, and it has a baby. You can see. I'm going to kind of go to the side so you can see that. It fell off of where it was mounted to a rock and is now on the sand bed. For now, that's the place we're going to let it stay. And you see the baby to the right. That was hard for me to get it proper because I'm between. This is what I wake up to every morning. Here's my bed behind me. I wake up and this is what I see. So what I just had to do for you guys is show in between here. So I kind of went up and I had to get in between, so that's why the angle was so funky. Regardless, it was still gorgeous. You still got to see a lot of awesome. And this is me to the right side of the cube that I just showed you. So you can see the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful corals. I love them all. They make me smile. And I love the coloration. When I'm standing out in the hall, and this light is the brighter light that we have, it's more of a white light. My husband knows all the technical terms. I just know what I think is cool, and I come and I look at them and I share them because I can't help it, and I hope it makes somebody else's day. Beautiful lightning maroon, a bunch of beautiful, beautiful fish. See the flow in the corals. Love the rock flower anemone. Never lets me down. None of these ever let me down. The Duncan, a couple days back, was struggling and had some troubles. Now it's as happy as can be. And all three of the heads are opened up. And let me show you to the left a little bit. There's a bunch of good stuff going on here too. And I like them a lot on the sand bed. I don't know how far back I can get. There's something in the floor that I can't step on. It's a ATO, auto top off. So I have to be careful how I stand to not give it a problem when I'm trying to look at the phone and really focus for you guys. I don't want to lose my focus with what matters with respect to the integrity of the tank, things that are needed to make it run. So I'm having to give a funky angle to you guys, but hopefully you can still see. I'm trying to watch and see what you're seeing and not step incorrectly. And I'll show you why. Just let me back out for a second. What I have is, like I said, my bed's behind me. I just backed off. There's a dresser to the right. There's my rimless. Every morning I wake up and this is the first thing I see. Of course, now I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not, the lights aren't on yet. They're dark. But an hour or two after that, boom, it's on and I'm happy. Regardless if it's a nap I'm taking, because it happens sometimes, I get to look up and see this and it's gorgeous and it makes me smile. Now I'm going to do a brief. We have our skimmer to the left. Sump and skimmer. And then here's the ATO right here. And there's kind of power cords and stuff a little bit around. And I put them away here and there, but for now, I didn't take the opportunity to do that. But I just said, I'm going to go ahead and show this live right now because it's making me smile. And I'll make other people smile too. And regardless, you understand, you can't make it all perfect when you're trying to run tanks, or at least I don't. You can, I just tend not to. I have a lot more things I try to make sure. We both work from home. We both have this that we try to keep going because we hope we keep getting people to like and subscribe to our channel. We have lots of DIY. We have lots of aquarium. We have lots of travel. We have lots of just antics and fun because life is too short to not have a little bit of all of that. Life will end and be, hey, what did you do? Not so much. No, we do a lot of stuff. So we hope we get some likes and subscribes. And I have to this lightning maroon clown. Right now it's anemone. Is, ooh, hang on. well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this for you guys. It's going to be tricky. Right there is his anemone. It's a bubble tip. Right now it's closed up, and that's making the clownfish really, really upset. Normally that anemone is out and they have a beautiful symbiotic relationship. If you've seen my videos before on this rimless, you've seen it, because I thrive on it. It makes me so happy. If you see that path, it looks like somebody did some skid outs, burnouts. That's what that fish has been doing. He's been wiggling back and forth. If you've seen the behaviors of fish when they're unhappy about something or someone's threatening them, there's all kinds of behaviors to do. One of which is they sit there and vibrate themselves left and right. What he's doing is he's doing that like you saw on the right, the left-hand side I just showed you. There's a blank spot because his anemone usually is open gigantically on this side. He's normally stretched from this entire side. He normally is taking up the whole side completely, and he gets super tall. So the clownfish is not real happy that his buddy is tucked away, and he does that sometimes. He did that yesterday and today. There's nothing wrong with him. He just does what he does. He doesn't ever move. Some anemones are notorious for moving around in the tank. He doesn't do that. He'll either be on the left or he'll be on the right. Depends on your perspective whether I'm saying left or right. To me, I'm facing it. That's my left. This is my... Sorry. That's my right. This is my left. If you flip around and look the other way, it's the opposite. But I'm just trying to say for me, this is the left. This is the right. He's usually on the right-hand side 90% of the time. But at times, he'll swing it around here. Right now, he's tucked up tight, and the clownfish is not happy at all. What he's done is he's done the left-right thing so much that it causes a stir, and it's covering up this entire zoobed. There's a significant size zoobed under there that I'm actually about to do a blowout on. Since I just fed and they're all happy, I'm going to come and I'm going to take my little feeder tube that is right here. I'm not going to do it right now because I didn't bring the thing to hold the phone. I didn't actually expect to see what I saw. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fill it with water and just blow it out. And it'll nicely, beautifully uncover that and just make this all happy again. He'll probably go do it again because the point is he's doing it because he's not happy that his anemone is not out. Thing is, it happens. Nothing's wrong with the anemone. He's a very happy little anemone. It's just sometimes he locks it up tight and the clown has to kind of fend for himself, and he used to live without the anemone, so he always does fine. It's just funny to see the behaviors, and that's why I love watching this tank, and it makes me smile because I'm learning all the behaviors that I never knew about. With respect to tanks, I knew none of this. My husband did. And actually we had a freshwater tank before this, and our fish we inherited from someone who was looking to rehome the entire tank, and we took the whole tank and they thrived, and they were humongous cichlids in a store. A baby cichlid like what we had was worth a ton of money. Not a ton of money, I'm sorry, that's the wrong words. Worth some money, decently money, and they were fabulously huge compared to anything I'd ever seen in a store. I didn't want to sell them. It's just kind of crazy. I didn't realize how much they would be worth. And I don't actually, quote, care. I only care that the fish is alive and healthy. I don't care if it costs 20 cents or a penny. I don't care. I'm here for the fish. I love the lives. And I like watching them thrive. And I want to make them thrive as much as they can. And yes, we've had some here and there over the years with aquariums not make it, but for the most part as much as we can, and for the most part they have. If we ever had a trouble, it's because they just weren't a really hardy fish and we didn't realize it at the time. Now we're researching every single fish before we ever bring it into the tanks, because we found out the hard way a couple of times that these fish just are not conducive for travel back and forth and all that stuff, and that's how you have to get them home. So we're tending to be very much more educated and learning as we go, because we like to give them as natural of an environment as they can have. That's why we have the anemone in the first place, because clowns, all clowns, really dig anemones. Now some of them host something like this coral behind me. I don't know the names, my husband does, and the one behind me that's very flowy. A lot of times that, or even a frog spawn, like what I have. This is a hammer, but still. That kind of, when they're bigger, they get much more flowy. that kind of corals, and the one back here, a lot of times you can have a clown host these. It just depends on the clown. This one already had a buddy, so there are symbiotic relationships why they even host in the first place. So once they get and host something, they don't usually change. So he's not going to change and go, well, you're tightened up right now. I don't like you anymore. I'm going to go to this guy or that guy. These are pretty new, actually, to the tank. We've gotten them within the last month to month and a half, those two. So, in other words, they're not fickle. They're not going to go, well, you're tightened up right now, so I'm going to go find something else to host. Instead, they do little behaviors like this, like I described to you, where they just, waft back and forth until they show you that they're aggravated or whatever. Or just exhibit behavior of, hey, I'm really not happy about that. But the bottom line is, it's doing fine, thriving, just ate, has a full belly, it's very happy. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. I wasn't trying to ramble, I'm just trying to explain some things as I notice them and try to point them out in the tank. I love all the corals that we have. I'll go back over them. Just kind of let you watch and be quiet so you can kind of watch what I get to see every day. So for now, I'm going to go quiet. Okay, I'm going to sign off for today. Thank you for watching. Please like our channel and also subscribe. We would love to hear any comments that you might have, and we do a lot of different kinds of things, like I said before. So just stay tuned and please ring the bell so that there's a little bell icon that you'll see down below. Please ring that so that any new videos we put out, you can see them when they come out and be alerted to them. I thank you. Leo and I both do. This is Tisha of Leo and Tisha. We both appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a great day.